Greetings. I'm gonna set y'all up. Actually, just got home from a quick little workout and had a word that I wanted to lay on everybody. Let me get us set up. Then we can chit chat. All right. Here we go. There we go. My bangs are looking crazy. Probably because I was sweating in my workout. That's going to have to be it for today. This is just a quick little word. Um, First things first, I've set up the chat so that it automatically excludes certain people from commenting. So I think that's going to make for a lot more peaceful discussion for all of us. Second things, thank everyone for all of the birthday wishes. If you sent a gift, if you texted, if you made a post, if you commented on a post, I truly appreciate it. And third thing is that is actually what this live stream is about. This live stream is about the scam of Black girlhood. What is the scam of Black girlhood, and why am I calling Black girlhood a scam? I'm calling it, well, let's start with this. If this is your first time on this channel, Ekabo, welcome. We are happy to have you. I am the Apetabi Ilosha Oshunyami Akalatunde, and this is Got to Be Oshun Television. My work and part of my destiny in this lifetime is giving Black women and femmes the tools that they need to liberate themselves from mammying and muling. All right? So the tools that you need to completely and totally center yourself. You should nothing in my mouth because I did just get through eating. Hold on. Okay. Thought I saw something in there. We was gonna have to pause and come back because that was gonna tear up my nerves, but there's nothing in there. Tilt this up. I got a little artwork on my wall. Haven't finished decorating my new room, but we're working on it. We're getting there. So I wanted to talk about the scam of Black girlhood. I think that it's essential that we understand that it is a scam. I think that one of the most important differences in conversations that you will have with Black women and femmes under 40, and conversations that you will have with Black women and femmes over 40, is that those of us over 40 have realized that Black girlhood is a scam. Those of us under 40 are usually, to a certain extent, trying to still navigate these concepts that they believe to be realities. And as long as you're trying to navigate those concepts, you are suppressing yourself, you are shrinking yourself, and by and large, you are very much harming yourself. So, thank you for the compliment on my hair. Um, so that is the difference in those conversations. And because of that difference in conversations, you will often find that those women and femmes who have not realized and recognized that it is a scam feel that Black women over 40 are bitter. And let me address that first. I'm gonna sit my cup down before we delve into that deep conversation. And I want to do so without burning my fingers. So let me address the talking point that older women are bitter. And I want to address it from two angles. The first angle that I want to address it from is that, hold on, can't be out here crusty. The first angle that I want to address it from is if you have been abused and maligned and made to feel worthless and worked as though you were enslaved and mistreated and put on the back burner and treated as though you were less than human. And if society deems you less than human, it is a perfectly normal human response to be bitter. So let's first get that out of the way, right? If someone is referring to someone who has been abused and harmed as bitter, and if they are using that as a way to invalidate what they're saying, what is being said is that that person should normalize being abused and harmed. That person should not have a normal human response to abuse and harm. So when people point to Black women who are older and say they are bitter, that's what they're saying. They're saying, how dare you have a normal human, normal emotional, normal I am hurt reaction to the pain that we are putting on you, to the pain that we are inflicting on you. How dare you have a normal reaction to it? That's what it means when people call older Black women bitter. It means that we should all be shocked that older Black women have the gall to have a normal reaction to pain. That's what that means. So let's start there. Secondly, okay, hold on. I'm going to turn my notifications off. Secondly, Black women and femmes who are past the age of 40 usually have had experiences that have unveiled their eyes. I'll say that again. This still feels like it's like tilted somehow. Don't know what that is, but it's irritating. I'm going to say that again. Black women and femmes who are over the age of 40 have usually had experiences that have removed the blinders and the veil from their eyes. They are usually able to see clearly. And those experiences come from two things. The first thing is a universal experience that we're all having. Unfortunately, globally, white imperialist, white masculinist imperialism is holding us all hostage. This is a term that was coined by magnificent author and scholar Dana Hobson. Please check her out. Cite Black women. If you quote me, cite me. If you were inspired by me, cite me. Cite Black women. So we're starting with that. But white masculinist imperialism is global. It is holding the globe hostage. And so because of that, by and large, Black women all over the earth, Black and brown women all over the earth are having the same experience, unfortunately. And the experience that all of us are having is the scam that I'm speaking of today. Once a Black woman and femme has gotten over the age of 40, two things have happened. She has tried to abide by the rules of the scam. She has, actually, three things have happened. She has realized, oh, damn, this was all a scam. She has divorced herself from that mindset, and she has proceeded to live her best, most what's the word I'm looking, most satisfying, most fulfilling, most uplifting life after divorcing herself from the scam. Those are the three things that have happened once a black woman is over the age of 40. So one of the reasons that we're being called bitter is because we are not allowed within this context of mammy and or mule to have an emotional reaction. Having an emotional reaction to cruelty lets everyone know that we are human and we are supposed to be less than human. So, the first reason that I spoke of earlier that people are calling older Black women bitter is because we have the nerve to outwardly have an emotional reaction to cruelty, and we are not allowed to do that. So, that's the first thing. The second reason that older Black women are being called bitter is because we have lived the scam, we have attempted to abide by the rules of the scam, we have recognized that it is a scam. And once we begin to live outside of it, we are living our best, most satisfying, most fulfilling, most exotic and ecstatic lives. So people call us bitter to keep younger people from listening to us. People invalidate our words to keep younger people from paying attention. People try to say we're doing too much, we hate men. They toss all of these um insults at us to keep people from listening. It's why I had to put this chat on members only. Only members can respond in this chat. And the reason I had to put it on members only is because trolls are going to come in and try to detract from what I'm saying. I don't have a huge channel. It's not tiny, but it's not huge. And yet and still, trolls are going to make themselves in, are going to make themselves welcome here, and they're going to try to detract from what I'm saying. Sorry, guys, I gotta plug in my laptop, so give me just a second. She is threatening to stop on us, and we don't want that to happen. Give me just a second. Normally plug her in on the other side, so I had to move her around. Thank you so much for the belated birthday greetings. I appreciate it. But people want to detract from what older Black women are saying, and people want to invalidate what we are saying, and people want to make it seem as though the words that we are saying and the suggestions that we are giving are going to take you outside of where you actually want to be in life, right? That's literally what's happening. But I'm going to reveal some of the concepts of the scam. From the time that I was born, I can't ever remember. I don't have any memories that don't include this. From the time that I was born, I have been warned about the dangers of being female. From the time that I was born, I've been warned about the dangers of being female. Don't dance like that. Don't wear that outfit. Don't be so friendly with these people. Don't be too welcoming. Don't be too happy. Don't be too exuberant. Don't be too kind. Those are the dangers of being female. I've been warned about that. Because you are female, because you decided in this lifetime to arrive on earth in this kind of body, you are dangerous. You are a temptation. You are a bringer of evil to others and yourself. And just living fully in this body, just fully enjoying this body, just stretching it out and having a whole physical experience is dangerous to yourself and to others. I've been warned about that my whole life. It's a scam. That's a scam. The very minute I started prioritizing living fully in my body, in that moment, my life improved. All praises be to Oshun in her munificence, Ashe. The very moment I started living fully in my body, my life improved. So that's a scam. You're being told that it's dangerous. You're being told that it's a danger to you and to others. You're being told that it is best to suppress and repress and to be outside of your body and to shrink and to make yourself small and to make yourself invisible and to make sure that nobody sees you or hears you or notices you. It's a scam. A huge part of your power lies in this body. This body that you chose, this body that you made to live in, this body that you created to have this life experience in, a huge part of your power is in this body. It is a scam when you are being told that it is safest to live outside of it. That's a scam. The next scam that I was raised hearing as a little Black girl was don't talk too much. Don't say too much. Be seen and not heard. Don't express your opinion. If you have an opinion, keep it to yourself or only share it with other women. Do not be out here publicly speaking your opinion. And if you do decide to publicly speak your opinion, do so. Temper your words in such a way that they are palatable to everyone. It is dangerous to express your opinion, right? It is dangerous to express your opinion. It's a scam. It's a scam. What I do right now for a living, all day long, every day, is express my opinion. That's what I do for a living, right? That's what I do in my own business. That's what I do in my professional life that's outside of my business. I express my opinion. People pay me to know what the fuck I have to say. It's a scam. Again, this mind that you created to have this life experience for knows what is best for you and for everyone who should be connected to you. This mind knows what is best for all of y'all, for you and for the people that you should be connected to. If you don't speak this mind, then you will never get what is best for you and you will never meet the other people who agree with that. The longer you stay silent, the longer you are prolonging your loneliness and you are prolonging a life where you do not get what you deserve. That is a scam. Saying that silence will protect you is a scam. It will not protect you, right? It will not protect you. Some of the most silent people that you ever want to meet are women who are in physically abusive relationships, and that silence is not protecting them. Ask me how I know. Some of the most, yep, that's what Audre Lorde said. Your silence will not protect you. Some of the most silent people that you ever want to meet are women who are being held in persecution by Abrahamic religions. And they believe that their silence is going to get them into heaven. They believe that their silence is going to open the doors to paradise for them. They believe that their silence and the suffering that it is causing them right here and now in the material world, in this material body, they believe that that is the price that they have to pay to be rewarded in some by and by. And that is a lie, and that is a scam. And they are suffering, and their daughters are suffering, and their nieces are suffering, and their sisters are suffering, and their mothers and grandmothers and aunties are suffering due to that silence. The silence that is forced upon Black girls is a scam. Speak out, speak your mind, say what the fuck you feel. Say how the fuck you feel. Say what hurts you. Say what harms you. Say what you don't like. Because what I can guarantee you is the motherfuckers that was going to hit you in the mouth are going to hit you in the mouth anyway. They going to hit you in the mouth whether you talking or not. The motherfuckers that was going to suppress you and repress you and try their best to keep you from doing what you came here to do, they're going to do that shit anyway, whether you say something or not. Silence does not protect you. Silence is a scam. Being seen and not heard is a scam because they still see you, they still know you're there, and it does not make you any less of a target. Ask me how I know. Following the rules is a scam. Following the rules is a scam. I'm going to let that one marinate on y'all for a minute. And then I'm going to repeat it one more time. Following the rules is a scam. There is no human being on this earth that has more rules forced upon them than Black women. We are the most ruled members of any society. We can't be too Black. We can't be too light. We can't be too thick. We can't be too thin. We can't be too sexual. We can't be too prudish. We can't have too few children. We can't have too many children. We can't be married. We can't be single. Right? No matter what the rule is, it applies to Black women. We can't wear our hair straight. We can't wear our hair curly. We can't dye our hair. We can't let our hair go gray. We can't be celibate. We can't be overly sexual. We can't get paid regularly in the regular workforce. We can't be sex workers. Any rule in the world is applied to Black women. Any rule and it don't apply to nobody else, it definitely applies to us. We are the most ruled members of the human family globally. Following any rule is a scam. Now, if you're in a group, groups have protocols. Living within a culture, there are cultural norms that you will have to follow. All of those things are different from rules. When you remove yourself from that and live your life according to what is best for you, I can guarantee you that your life will improve by leaps and bounds. And if you still have children living in your home with you, their lives will improve by leaps and bounds. As long as you are following the rules, you are carrying baggage for someone else. You are making decisions based on the thoughts of someone else. You are trying and begging for and weeping for and crawling and scrapping for the approval of someone else as long as you are following rules. And so you are living your life for them, for whoever that someone else is. That's who you're living your life for. So whoever you're living your life for is who is going to reap the rewards. If you're living your life for you, you reap the rewards. If you're living your life for Jehovah, Jehovah reaps the rewards. If you're living your life for Allah, Allah reaps the rewards. If you're living your life for Jesus, Jesus reaps the rewards. If you're living your life for your mama reaps the rewards. If you're living your life for a fictitious husband that does not even exist and you don't even have yet, that fictitious husband reaps the rewards. If you're living your life to impress niggas, niggas reap the rewards. If you're living your life to impress your classmates, the people you went to college with, your classmates reap the rewards. If you're living your life to impress your coworkers reap the rewards. And none of these beings are going to reward you. You've been made to believe, again, that if you sacrifice this whole life and this whole body that you made to live in and this whole happiness that you desire, you've been made to believe that if you sacrifice all of those things, that Jehovah, that Allah, that Jesus is going to reward you. And how is that working out for you? How is that working out for you? The people who claim that they are getting rewards from Abrahamic deities are actually getting rewards from capitalism. The people who claim to have favor are good capitalists. No hate, no shade. Get your money. But don't claim that it's God that's giving it to you when you're just a good capitalist. Right? So if we take capitalism out of the equation, what rewards are Jesus and Jehovah and Allah giving you? Is your body good? Are you healthy? Is your mental health good? Are you happy? Is your relationship with the people that mean the most to you good? Is your relationship with your friends good? Do you have a supportive friend group that you can call on? How is that working out? Because whoever you're living for is who gets the rewards. You're living for your mama. Most of us live for our mama. I'm somebody's mama too. I'm a whole lot of body's mama. Most of us live for our mama, to impress our mama, to make mama proud, to make mama happy. And you continue to live for your mama after you have moved out of your mama's house. How is that working out for you? How is that working out for you? I'm doing the things that my mother would have expected me to do. I'm living the life that my mother would have expected me to live. I'm living the life that she told me to live. I'm doing the things that she said were important. I'm doing the things how is that working out for you? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Do you feel good? If you do, that's fine. But if you're living your life for her, she's getting the rewards. You're not. And she is not going to give you a reward for that. She's not. There's no reward for that. Whenever you're living your life for someone else, by their rules, they are the people who are benefiting. That's why they created the rules. Why do parents create rules? Why do parents create rules? I can tell you why, because I'm somebody's parent and grandparent. We create rules to make the household run smooth. Go to bed at this time, eat at this time, clean up at this time, do your homework at this time, go do your activities at this time. This makes the household run smooth, and this creates a structure so that your children won't just be willy nilly. And once you create a person who has a structure, or you create a person who's used to having a structure, they can take that structure into their adult life, right? And modify it as needed. That's why parents create rules. That's why they create rules, right? Loving parents. We're not talking about extraneous variables. We're not talking about anything outside of loving parents. This is not the space or place to have that discussion. If you feel that urge, please go and have that discussion somewhere else. That is why parents create rules. So once you are outside of their house, you are supposed to use that structure to create your own rules. That's the purpose of the structure. Not for you to continue to act as though you are 7 or 8 or 5 or 6. It's the structure for you to use to create your own rules and change as needed. Following the rules is a scam. The rules say you graduate from high school at 18. I didn't, because my birthday is in October. I graduated at 17. The rules say you got to be married by the time you're 25. I tried that. The rules say by the time you're 30, you should have 2 children. I tried that too. The rules say by the time you're 20, you should have your first degree. Tried that. By the time you're this age, you should have a master's degree. Did that too. Right? None of that is a guarantee of anything. None of that guarantees anything. It doesn't do anything but give you something fun to say at homecoming. And homecoming is 2 days out of the year. And that's only if you went to HBCU. Oh, yeah, I have my master's. Gives you something fun to say at homecoming. It's not a guarantee of anything. Oh, yeah, did you go to Fisk? Yes, I did. Did you graduate? Yes, I did. I'm a Fisk alumni, because I'm a girl. Right? It's not a guarantee of anything. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't guarantee anything. Everything that you want in life, you got to get your ass out here and get it. Having a degree, not having a degree, graduating from high school at a certain time, having a degree at a certain time, having a graduate degree, none of that guarantees anything. It does not guarantee anything. Getting married at this time doesn't mean that the marriage is going to last. Having these many kids in a 2-parent household doesn't mean that your children are going to be balanced and well-rounded and well taken care of. It does not mean that. Not getting pregnant as a teenager, not having kids as a single mother, not deciding to do something entrepreneurial instead of getting a degree, not deciding to go to trade school and earn a trade instead of getting a degree. None of those things mean something bad is going to happen. If that is your destiny, then you're going to be abundant with that destiny. And you're going to be happy and you're going to be fulfilled with that destiny. The rules don't mean anything. The rules are set up to provide for a particular group of people. Somebody makes money off of us all wanting to go to school, to go to college. It's not us. Somebody makes money off of us all wanting to have a master's degree. It's not us. Somebody makes money off of us scrounging and doing whatever to get a diploma by 18. It's not us. I'm an educator, so I think education is wonderful. If you want to go to school, I think school is wonderful. If you're interested in school and academics, I think that it is wonderful. It's what I do. I love it. I have always been an academic. I have always been a cerebral person, and I love it. And I love teaching others who love it. But it doesn't mean anything. It is not a character judgment, it is not a value system. It doesn't mean anything. The rules don't mean anything. Don't have children if you're not married. Why? Why not? Why shouldn't you? What is going to happen if you do? If you do, those children are destined for what? Half the people that we know who hold the highest positions come from single parent homes. Get married and have children so that what can happen? So that what can happen? The divorce rate is 50%. So the rule of getting married and having children is for what? And for whom? And benefits who? Who's benefiting? Not the people who are getting married and not the children. We know who's not benefiting. We can see clearly with our eyes who's not benefiting. We sit among our friends all the time and they tell us how terrible their parents' marriages were. We all have a story, right? We got that story. So get married and have children for what? Who benefits from that? Right. Following the rules is a scam. Follow the rules of your parents when you're living in your parents' house out of respect. And this is, of course, beyond any extraneous variables. Please do not go off with your tales of horror. This is not the place for that. And I know that those horrors exist. And I acknowledge them, but that's not what we're talking about here. Follow the rules of your parents when you live in your parents' house. When you leave your parents' house, when you move outside of your parents' sphere of influence, use the good and useful parts of the rules of your parents to build the reality that you want. There are no rules. There is what is best for you. Right? That is what there is. Again, we're not talking about extraneous variables. We're not talking about people who seek to harm others. We're not talking about people who think that doing harm for others is what's best for them. It's not who we're talking about. That's extraneous variables. I know that those things exist. But just regular everyday people, do what is best for you. That's what our ancestors said. Your ancestors said, "My destiny is the most important thing to me." Do what is best for you. Following the rules is a scam. Not satisfying yourself first. Not prioritizing your own bliss. Not prioritizing your own ecstasy is a scam. Believing that your ecstasy can lead you wrong is a scam. But yeah, how can you say that? It was my ecstasy that had me caught up with that crusty foot. And I was following behind an ever elusive orgasm. And that was why I wound up with that crusty foot for 10 years. That's not ecstasy. Was it ecstatic? Was it ecstatic? Right. If it was ecstatic, it wasn't leading you wrong. Right? And I mean the whole situation. Was the whole situation ecstatic? I'm not talking about 2 seconds of bliss, them 12 times that he got it right during that whole 10-year period. I'm talking about, was the situation ecstatic? Were you in ecstasy in that situation? Right. Because your ecstasy don't lead you wrong. Your bliss don't lead you wrong. Your pleasure don't lead you wrong. What makes you smile? What makes you happy? What makes you giddy with joy? What makes you walk around with a smile? That's your ecstasy. Oh my God, I can't wait to do that song. And so that's your ecstasy. Oh my God, I can't. When am I going to get the chance to do that song? That's your ecstasy. Not following that, anything that teaches you to be afraid of that, anything that teaches you that that can lead you down the wrong path is a scam. It's a scam. Follow your ecstasy. Follow what makes you happy. Follow what soothes your soul. Follow what makes you giddy. Follow what makes your mouth water. Follow that. And I mean in its totality, right? The world had to teach you to compartmentalize your bliss and your actual safety and happiness to keep you in unsafe spaces. If you're having orgasms in a space that is dangerous for you, you are not in bliss. You're having orgasms in a dangerous ass place. That's not the same thing. If you're having orgasms in a space or in a place where you don't know whether or not you're safe, you are not in bliss. You have not followed your ecstasy there. You've just followed your desire to have an orgasm, which is natural and normal. But that's not ecstasy. That's not bliss. That's not pleasure. Pleasure and ecstasy and bliss are holistic. You feel at ease. Your shoulders can come down out of your ears. Your neck can relax. You can sit still. You don't feel tight. That's a space of pleasure. You're not worried about what's coming in the door. You're not worried about what mean thing somebody's going to say. You're not worried that his friends or his mama or her so-and-so is going to say something that hurts your feelings. That's ecstasy. Whatever is teaching you not to follow that is a scam. Right? Telling you this from the other side. I have the luxury of speaking from the other side. And I know that it is a luxury. I know that it is a luxury to be here. Many, many, many of my friends did not make it. Right? It is a luxury to be 55. It is a luxury to have been victorious against all of those things that were sent to kill me, against the people that were sent to kill me, against the relationships that I was in where people were literally trying to take my life. It is a luxury to have been victorious. I do not take it for granted. I do not take for granted everything that I've overcome. I do not take for granted the tenacity of my spirit. I do not take for granted my own ferocity. And I know I'm speaking from the other side. I know that so many of you who are watching are currently in hell. I'm aware of that. And so the reason that I'm saying something is to say, fuck the rules. Fuck whatever somebody is telling you that you have to do that would keep you in that hell. Fuck the motherfuckers who are telling you to stay for your children. Fuck the motherfuckers who are telling you to stay so that you're not another statistic. Fuck the motherfuckers who are telling you that you don't get to live the life that is speaking to you from inside your soul because you are a Black woman, or because you are young, or because you are queer, or because you weren't born rich. Whatever reason that they're giving you, that they're saying you don't get to live the life that's crying out from inside your soul, fuck that. I'm saying fuck that. Whole and hearty. Give a wholehearted fuck you to all of that. Following the rules is a scam. Whoever you doing it for, lay it down. Let them do it for themselves. If somebody has to be oppressed for life to go on and for life to run smoothly, let whoever is saying that do that. Let them be the oppressed one. Don't let them be living a free, full life and turning around and telling you, but because you got that vagina, you got to be oppressed in order for the world to be a good place. Fuck that. Whoever thinks that oppression is necessary and essential, then you be oppressed. I'm not going to. If oppression is essential, then you should have it. If that's your view on life, then enjoy it. Enjoy. And I will oppress you if that is what makes you happy. But it is not what makes me happy. Fuck that. I know I'm speaking from the other side. And I'm here to tell you that it is glorious here. That it is glorious here. That it is magnificent over here as a single mother who ain't got no nigga and no nigga ain't got me. As a motherfucker who don't follow nobody's goddamn rules. As a motherfucker who do what the fuck I want to do, when the fuck I want to do it, and who ain't gonna do what the fuck I don't want to do ever. As a motherfucker who gonna decide today if I'm gonna wear some booty shorts, if my titties gonna be out, if my belly is gonna be out, I'm gonna decide that on a whim as I wake up every morning. I'm telling you, it's glorious over here. I'm telling you, this is the life you thought following the rules was gonna get you. I'm letting you know what it is. And I can say it because I've been where you are. And they lying to you. They scamming you, boo. Everything they telling you that's gonna get you right here, happy and whole and free and sexy and juicy and wealthy with money in the motherfucking bank. Everything they're telling you that's going to get you here is a lie. You're only going to get here by being your full self. You're only going to get to bliss by being your full self. Right? Stop getting scammed. Stop believing the scam. Don't believe the hype. Now, I'm going to be honest. Some of the shit I have done in my life, I did just because I was angry that motherfuckers thought I didn't get to do that. I hated growing up as a little black girl in a small southern town and having all of those rules and strictures, and it felt like people were holding me like this. And I was a little precious flower, a little wildflower, and I just wanted to grow and I just wanted to flourish, and motherfuckers was just squeezing me with all those rules, and I hated it. So much of what I have done is just in rebellion. It's just because motherfuckers told me I couldn't. And I did it and said, what the fuck gonna happen if I do? What the fuck you gonna do if I do it? And here I am. Look at me. Happy as a lark. Excited. Right? Pleased. Satisfied. Fulfilled. Doing well. Right? So much of the shit I did in life was just because someone said I couldn't. People who look like you don't get to do that. I did it. Women like you ain't supposed to. I did it. Single mothers don't get to. I did it. So much shit I did just because somebody came and said you couldn't. You can't. You don't get to do that. There are barriers to your access to that. Fuck you. Fuck you. I do what the fuck I want. Stop being scammed. I'm speaking to you from the other side. I'm speaking to you on the other side of scams. I'm speaking to you on the other side of rules. I'm speaking to you on the other side of societal expectations. I'm speaking to you from the other side of Abrahamic traditional religions that hold you enslaved. I'm speaking to you on the other side of patriarchal norms that teach you that you are less than human. Stop being scammed. Everything that those scams are promising you is over here on the other side of allowing yourself to be oppressed and repressed and ruled. Right? Come out from under that bullshit, y'all. I was talking to one of my best friends this morning, and I was just having a moment of praise about how beautiful my life is at 55. And I was saying, girl, who knew? We from the same place, close to the same place. And so we were raised very similarly, with very similar cultural values. And I was like, bitch, who knew? Who knew? Because I I didn't follow none of them rules. I didn't follow none of them rules. Bitch, who knew? And me and her was laughing and cackling. And I was like, this is a word I got to put out. Because I was scared. I was scared. I was worried. I couldn't follow them rules, y'all. It would have taken me off of this plane of existence to follow them rules. So I had to go out here and do my own thing. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried. I was worried. I was scared. Who knew? And yet here we are. Yet here the fuck we are. You feel me? Live your life, please. And live it for you, please. And live it according to what it is that you want. Come in and what it is that you need, please. Because everyone else who is asking you to live it for them, they are going to benefit from you living it their way, not you. Close the door so the cats don't come in, Mama. You want to come and say hello? No. To YouTube.
All my stuff is here.
I
Hi
saw
guys.
All my stuff is in my shoes. I know. I saw it. Did you try them on?
No.
Okay. Let me get finished and I'll come down. I already said yes.
No, you didn't.
I did. I did respond. I responded. I'm finna show you. Thank you. Be gone. All right. See you when I come down.
Okay.
Everybody say hello.
Hi.
This is where you trying to get to. This is where you trying to get to. It ain't over there. As long as I was following somebody else's rules, I was not even able to facilitate this life. As long as I was following someone else's rules, me and my children were suffering. The longer you follow someone else's rules, the longer you're going to be suffering. Once you step outside of that and follow your own rules, freedom is there, love is there, beauty is there, ecstasy is there, fulfillment is there. Your actual goddamn life is there. All right, just want to put this good word out from my parade report this morning of a bad bitch turning 55. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. My birthday was yesterday. A bad bitch was born as close to Halloween as she could possibly get it. I was a whole month early because a bad bitch wasn't going to be born after Halloween, and a bad bitch certainly was not going to be a November Scorpio. All shade. Because one of them ex-husbands was a November Scorpio. And Jesus Christ, y'all crazy as hell. So I certainly wasn't going to be a November Scorpio. Certainly had to be born as close to All Hallows Eve, Samhain as possible. And certainly had to be a motherfucking Scorpio. Certainly had to do that. So October 28th is my birthday. Cash App and all of that stuff is in the description. Not in the description, is in the about. If you would like to tip a bitch. And let me see if I can put it in here. I might be allowed to put it in here. You know, some stuff YouTube don't let you put in here no more. We'll try it and see though. Oh, there you go. If y'all would like to tip a bitch for her birthday, there you go. There go her Cash App. But love to each and every one. The life that you want is on the other side of those scams of Black girlhood, ecstasy, abundance, and bliss. To each and every one within the sound of my voice who is wishing the same for me and mine. And we wish the lessons of life on all of the ignoramuses and idiots and trolls and crusty foots and helpmeets and handmaidens who is wishing us something different. The lessons of life on those who are wishing us otherwise. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.